I'm talking about a crab, you know. So if you're talking about a cat, you might mention some other of these words. Oh, good. Oh, we'll have to share with her so she sees what's going on. I'll just make one up as an example, okay? If I had done tree, because we all understand what a tree is, I might also have on my paper leaf. You know, on the tree, there are leaves, okay? So if I had to make a sentence, I could say, the tree has leaves.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Okay. The tree has leaves. Can you say that? The tree has leaves. Good. Okay. So let's go to Chinatsu. So say something about cake using another one of those words. Can you? And I'm going to just remind everybody about those rascally words that these words, don't forget about the, and maybe and. Sorry about them. Sometimes two. Can you try one?
I eat
Yes. Cake.
at the birthday.
At birthdays. I eat cake at birthdays. Can we all say, I eat cake at birthdays?
I eat cake at birthdays.
Good, nice. Can you do it?
Truly,
Okay. Yes?
pretty flower.
Nice. Okay, let's make it plural. Tulips. Tulips are pretty flowers. If we want to do just one tulip, we'd have to put the. The tulip is a pretty flower. Okay. Now, can you do one also with flower? Can you use this or that with the word flower? Is that too hard?
Flower
Yeah, the flower is blue. That's fine.
It's blue.
Oh, is blooming. Oh, blooming in spring. Okay. The flower is blooming in spring. Nice. Blooming. That's pretty. Okay. How about a Kiko?
The bird fly in the sky.
Nice. She did too. The bird flies in the sky. Because it's just one bird. If it were many birds, they would fly, but one bird flies for some reason. I'm so sorry about that. Great. What do you think, Noriko?
Crabs are usually red in color.
Oh, yes, nice. Crabs are usually red. Where's red? Red in color. Nice. Usually. That's a hardish word because of the L's. Can you do it?
Cat.
Cat. All right.
The cat and the rain mouse.
Okay. The cat, what with a mouse?
And the rain.
Chases. Chase. Yes. Okay. I understand what she means. Ran.
Yeah.
The cat ran
And the mouse.
to the mouse. We could do that. The cat ran to the mouse. But a cat, if it's following the mouse, that would be chase. Chase. But I understand ran. So I'll try and go with ran. The cat ran to the mouse. Okay, good. Just show that on there a second. Great. Okay. We did not, Marwa did not hear about the colors of these papers. Let's talk about this one. What color is this?
Green.
It's green, but it's so bright. Do you know a word for how bright? You know, it almost hurts my eyes. If my eyes are fluorescent, fluorescent green, fluorescent green. You want me to write it on the thing? I won't like how it's spelled though. It's not very good spelling. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Fluorescent. Crazy. I think it's weird. It's very unusual to have the U in front of the O. Fluorescent. By the way, this type of light bulb is also called a fluorescent light bulb. The long tube, that kind of, that's a fluorescent light bulb. Okay, let's switch to some question words. Okay, why don't we try to, let's try to read what is on the paper. Who is a person? Who is a person? What is a thing or action? What is a thing or action? When is a time? When is a time? Where is a place? Where is a place? Why is the reason something happened? Why is the reason something happened? So in this little picture, there are children playing in mud. And then there's a picture of washing hands. So the reason they're washing their hands is because they were playing in the mud. That's what they're, okay, how? Is a number or the way something is done. How is a number or the way something is done? Like how many? How many ladies are in this room? There are 7, right? Okay. So, and then down lower, there's just more pictures of examples of what, where, when. Do you feel like you understand these meanings of these words? Are any of these too unusual? How about if I ask you a question about the bottom? Can you see my hand? It's over in here. What would be a sentence for, what am I doing here? It's hard for me not to say what. What is scissors? Okay. How about meow, meow? Cat. Who? Who is the cat? Right. How how about Ohio? What if I said Ohio? Where is Dublin in Ohio? Okay. How about break? Can you use something here with break time? When
When
is break?
Break.
All right. How about breakfast? If I had a question about Marwa and breakfast, can you make a sentence about Marwa breakfast?
Eat.
Did
Did
Did you eat
Eat.
breakfast? Let's say she says yes. Yes, and then
what time?
what time did you have breakfast? Interesting. Or when? When did you have breakfast? How about tea, eggs, coffee, bacon, rice?
I drink
Tea?
tea.
I drank tea. So I could say, what did she drink? She drank tea. Okay? Let's try and think of a sentence that you might use at your house. At my house this morning, I asked my husband a question about this. Because I'm going to make supper. And so this is interesting to me about my husband and his driving. When will you be home? Because I'm gonna make a meal and I'd like for it to be ready close to the time he gets home. I don't always get that done, but I can try. So, and he told me 5:30 or 6. That was his answer, 5:30, 6. So I can try and at least start cooking. I don't have it exactly right. Okay. There's a word that's missing here, and that's which. Which? Can anybody spell which? W-H-I-C-H. Okay, so I could say, which lady has light hair? Which lady has light hair? It's probably me, right? Not totally sure, but Marwa has nice dark eyebrows. Probably she has dark hair, but I don't know. She could pull that off as purple or something. Okay, and how about which ladies have husbands? I don't know. Are we all married? Yes? So which ladies have husbands? All of us
All of us.
have husbands. How about which ladies have pets? I bet not everybody. Pet? Do you have a dog or a cat?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Any-
Chicken.
Chicken! Oh, chicken. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my gosh. Okay, how many chickens?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How many eggs do you get? Every day?
Yeah.
How many?
So 3, 5.
Nice. Do they live in your backyard?
Yeah, in the garage.
In the garage? Oh my God. Do they have names?
Yeah.
Are their names all like people's names? Or is it like the sun, the moon? what did, what would a person name a chicken?
Gogo
Go.
and Fufu.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, are they all repeat?
Yeah.
Go,
Fufu,
so,
Momo.
Momo. I'm so glad I asked about this. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. Okay. So, how many of us have pets? How many? Okay, raise your hand. I do. She does. Raise your hand if you have a pet. No, you don't have a pet? No. So it would be 2 of us have pets. I have a cat. I have 2 guinea pigs, little guinea pigs, and we have 3 fish in an aquarium. Fish. I think there's 3. I don't pay a lot of attention to them. Okay. That's good.
Picture.
Yeah. Oh, do you have a picture?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's great. Oh, look. They are black and brown. Moo Goo. Or is it Fufu? Fufu, Goo Goo, Moo Susu. It's fantastic. I had chickens when I was a girl. I had 2 white chickens, and they liked me. They were fun, and I could play with the rooster. My rooster and I could pretend fight, and his feathers would get all fluffed because he was gonna get me, you know. We would fight a little bit, and then I could just pick him up and hug him. They were pets. Almost no eggs. Occasionally there would be an egg, not very much. Okay, why don't I pass these around? Just again to get a little handwriting practice. I think they just want you to trace those letters. What I liked about this one is that you can see the red line. That's what all your letters are supposed to be sitting on, is the red line. But sometimes a letter reaches down past the red. So like boy. So like the B in boy should go above this center line. I was taught that this shouldn't quite touch, but this is okay. And the Y goes down below it. So why don't you just trace over these letters just so you can kind of get used to. Ivan inspects interesting insects. This is the boy, Ivan. The bugs are the insects. I forgot about showing this thing. Good. Very nice. Can I hold this up to the thing? Yep, that's perfect, perfect. Well, the O should just touch it, but yeah, you've got the right idea. Yeah. And then boy. Well, this should go on down past. See, this keep going. Now, why don't we try and say these words? They're kind of long. How about Ivan? Ivan inspects. Inspects. Interesting. Interesting. Insects. Insects. Good. And you understand an insect is any bug. A spider, a butterfly. I guess it doesn't have hot. It's not warm-blooded. No red blood. So down in this picture, there's a lot of ice cream. Okay, so thinking of these words we were talking about, can you make a sentence asking how many ice cream cones there are? Can you make a sentence about that? How many ice cream cones? Ice cream cones. How many? 9, 7, 8, maybe 9? Yeah, maybe. Okay, can you say there are 9? That's what Marwa says. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's 1.
5. Well, okay, the count. Okay. 5. There's a little one here. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And there's a cup. There's a sundae also. Okay. Can I ask a question about the quantity of people? People. Are there 5? Are there 2? How many people are in the picture? Okay. 10. I got 12.
14.
Oh, she has even more. Are you counting the dog? Okay. Oh. Okay, so there are 13. Do you think? Marwa doesn't. Okay, but look, I'm interested in, can you say 13? 13. There's kind of a stop. 13. 13. It's not a 13. We do have to say the T this time. 13. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I count the dogs, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I count 2 dogs, I can get 13. 13. Something's in this bag. Can you ask me? Can you make a question about what is in the bag? What is in the bag? What is in the bag? We could say your bag,
Your bag.
that darn the, you can switch it to your, what is in your bag? Okay, well, we'll talk about that when we get back. Break. We have a break. Little break.
どこで？クックオーソドックス行ってる息子が。
本当ですか？じゃあいい先生ですか、あれは。
多分だと思う。私やってもらってないからわかんない。
誰の勧めでそこ行ったんですか？
前にいたファミリーサポートの人に矯正したいかって言われてたんだけど、最初はいいやとか言ってたんだけど、結局返事になった時にやっぱりやるって言って、そしたら2年でできるっていうか、じゃあ一応今通ってなんかさ、ポイントたまるとさ、スタバのカードとかもらえるでしょ。
知らないんですけど、それを行き始めてポイントがたまる。
あれって何、学生だけなのかな。
とりあえずポイントカードはもらってない。なんかアプリとかですか？
あ、そう、なんか説明されてない最初に。なんかその自分で入れてアプリなのかな、なんかを最初にもらった紙に入ってて、
そうか、見てなかったかも。
中のやつを登録しておくと、行っただけで多分何回も通うとなんかポイントがいつの間にかたまるのね。で、歯をすごいきちんと磨いてあるとポイントアップとか、なんか T シャツもらった？
いや、もらってない。
じゃああれって学生向けなのかな。なんかここにさ、オハイオの地図が書いてあって、ここにクックオーソドックスとかで入ってるやつ、それを着ていくとまたポイントアップして、あれはじゃあ子供がちゃんと磨くようにっていうことなのかな。で、友達がもう日本帰ってた友達がやってて、結構いっぱいギフトカードもらえたよって言ってて、私自分はちょっと面倒くさくて息子にやっておきなとは言ったんだけど、やってるか分かんなくて、でこの前そういえばでどうしたって言って、そしたらまあ入れてはあったのね。だからいつの間にか260ポイントぐらい貯まってて、スタバのカード5ドルとウォルマートのなんかお菓子買いたいとかって言って10ドルをチェンジして、その後はまだやってないけど、この感じだと結構たまるんじゃないかな。
そっか、見てみよう。
ねえ。
T シャツもらえなかったしな。
じゃああれは何？子供向け？なんか
でもいい年ですよね。結構息子さん。
高校生だから。高校生まではあれなのかな。なんか今月さ、再来週ぐらいに、クックさんの駐車場でなんかやるっていうの言われてない。まだってか入ったばっかり。なんか患者さんなんだけど、私たちは友達ですみたいなのが書いてあって、ピザとかなんかやる
なんてこと。
ガーデンパーティーじゃないけど、それの招待みたいなので、
ピザ食べちゃダメなのに書いてあって、
ピザダメなのに
ダメなのに書いてある。
本当？
書いてあって、
ピザもダメだった？
結構厳しいなと思って見てて、
なんかグミとか、
そう
ね、
ポップコーンもダメって書いてあって、
ポップコーンもダメ。
自分のとこ一体何食べてるんだろうとか思いながら。
Black cat, gold eyes. Don't mind me, ladies. I'm just, because we're on a break, this thing doesn't have anything to break. White robot, vacuum, working, water rocket, child, grass, sky, splash. Roller coaster. Two fish. Cat. Fish bowl. Two feet. Blue jeans. Blue jeans. Rope. Tight rope. Grass. Elephant on a bike. Elephant on a bike. Clouds. Sky.
あれはまた先生始めた時に電動歯ブラシ。
習いました。
じゃあそれはなんかその黒いバッグみたいなの
黒いバッグに
ね、痛い時になんかそれを。
そうそうそう
の
に T シャツはなかったっ
あ、でもね、それと別のバッグがあったな。じゃあ違うのかな。なんかペンとかあとここにさくっつけるなんか。
なんか
子
子
供用なのかな。学生用。もしかして。
歯ブラシセットだけですね。
本当に口のケア。何ヶ月かかる？
でも16ヶ月で一応終わる予定で、来年の夏か秋に
そんなにひどくはないんです。うちの14ヶ月で終わる。
早いですよね。
痛い？
やった時初日2日目ぐらいはちょっと痛くて、なんか何言ってるか分かんなくて何言ってるか分かんなくて、私は行った時に今日はとりあえず設置だけして次からなんかやるよって言ってるのかなって勝手に思ってて、帰ったらなんかちょっと痛くて、なんか輪ゴムとかつけます？
輪ゴムとかつけるのはもうちょっとしたらみたいな。まだ今はやってるんですかね。
じゃあこのワイヤーだけで、なんかやってんのかなとか思いながら、
そこを勧められたのは何？
歯医者さんが、あそこに行き始めたんですよ。アソシエイトダブリンでしたっけ？陽子さんっていう日本人の
セルズの横のミドルスクール。
そう。
うちも私はそこに行ってる。
私もそこに行き始めて、でそこで矯正の話をして、
そしたら紹介されたの
陽子さんが陽子さんなのか、そこの歯医者の勧めなのか、フックさんと、もう一つ何人だったかな、なんか中国人の先生がっていう話を勧めてくれて、雰囲気が良かったから、フック先生にしようかなって思って。
じゃああれ付き添いなしでも自分一人で行ってる。
最初はついてきてくれると信じてたんですよ。私、陽子さんが毎回ついてきてくれるもんだと思って、
その時に
最初は好きだけど、
でも友達と一緒だから
別に有名な時だけ料理を出すべきですよとか、その時だけはついてきてくれて、いざ始めますよってなると、もうついてきてくれる。やってきてくれると信じて1日目に陽子さんに
もうすごく試練みたいな。
どっちでもいいが何%で反対が何でそれをどっちでもいいが多いけどどっちにしたらいいかっていうのが多いのよ。
スコーラ 国立室を見たのがそこ。そこの駐車場で息子の予定すっかり忘れてる。忘れてっていうか前ね何ヶ月前とかで忘れた。
2ヶ月に1回ぐらいですか。
全然気にせずに入れてしまった。
I'm a little, I think I should apologize. Some of these are so pale. It's a little hard to see. But it kind of goes with what we were just doing. Trying to make little short sentences. So the first one, it's hard to see. It's a lady diving into the water. She can dive. So the next one is a guy, I think he's fishing. The little man, I think he's fishing. So that would be he can fish. Good. So you've got to decide if you're going to use he, she, or they. He, she, or they. No problem. We're just trying to make short sentences from the pictures. I think he's fishing. So we put he can fish. So the third one there are birds in the sky. Can you make a sentence about that? They, good. They can fly. They can fly. The next one is a person on a horse. Yeah, what do we think? She? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's so faded. I'm sorry. Let's say she. She can ride. She can ride. In case you'd like to see it written out. Now this next one, there are two people, and I think they are on surfboards. You know, they have to balance. They can surf, right. They can surf. The next one is just fish. They can swim. Perfect. They can swim. The last one of this column, I think, is a person dancing. He can dance. He can't dance. Okay, now this top one, I think this is a person laying on a diving board looking down into the water. I think that's what's happening. So let's say he can't dive. Right, dive is on there. He can't dive. And then I think this person has caught a fish. He can fish. We already had that, but okay. The next one is birds, but there's no water around. So can we use can't? They can't swim. I'm just going to put a little T on here. They can't swim. Just because there's no water. They can't swim. Okay. Now we've got two people. I think they are together dancing. They can dance. Don't forget to put the little periods at the end. I don't know if you do that in your languages, but we have to have a little period at the end of the sentence. Okay, then we're going to skip to, because I just couldn't read them. Now this person is unhappy in the water.
He can't swim.
Right, he can't swim. Good. Oh, and that's our last one. Sorry. I know, that was kind of short, but I wanted to show you this about the surfing. I have a couple papers talking about surfing a little bit, if we've got time. So, thinking about this page, how many people are holding the surfboard? How many? 5 men are holding the surfboard. Okay. I don't know if you've heard this. This is a group of singers, the Beach Boys. They had many popular songs, the Beach Boys, and this is just a picture of them together. Why don't we try and read from this dot, kind of low here. We'll kind of read here. Let me turn my paper around. Surfing became a craze. Surfing became a craze in the United States, in the 1960s. In the 1960s. Surfing and California, beach culture became popularized in beach movies, and in surf music, by groups like the Beach Boys. Great. Does anybody know, there's a little paragraph up here. Does anybody know who Thomas Jefferson was? He was an important history guy in the United States. Does anybody know Thomas Jefferson? He was a president. I don't know when. I'll guess 1780. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I thought it was kind of nice that they put a little comment about what he thought about surfing. Could we try and read that together? This top little bit about what Thomas Jefferson said. Early travelers' descriptions of Hawaiian surfing as the most supreme pleasure, may have inspired Thomas Jefferson to include the pursuit of happiness as an
as an
inalienable inalienable right
right
in the U.S. in the U.S. Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
Wow, I know, that was the hard words, but it's good to challenge you sometimes. But I think it's a sweet idea. So I'm gonna try and make sure you understand the idea. That in this country, you have a right to do things that you like. Like surfing, just because it's fun. Or like having a hobby. We have a right in the United States to do things that you just enjoy. Like Marwa's family enjoys having a pet chicken. Or I think Noriko enjoys sewing. You guys know I like painting. And we can do that. We're allowed to pursue that as a right. Like people can't tell Marwa she can't pursue her hobby, or we can't come into Noriko's house and take away her sewing machine because she enjoys it. I have to be allowed to paint just because I like it. So I think it's a kind of a nice idea, that we do have to follow the laws of, you can't shoot people, supposedly. You can't rob a bank. You can't steal. Those are rules, but we also have a rule that says we're allowed to do things we enjoy. And I think that's kind of nice, kind of I think it's sweet. And it could be because of surfing that we have that in our Constitution. So I thought that was just a fun thing to share, tell you about the country. Okay, so I have some things in the bag. Do you remember the bag? And we're gonna see if you can, let's learn the vocabulary words, but also then how we can use them in a sentence. Okay, so what is this?
Bowl.
Should I write these down? Right, big letters. Bowl. Okay. I think I might need. So, knife, sakin. How about that?
Cutting board.
Cutting board. Nice.
Cutting board.
Knife, cutting board. Let me write these up here. I'll write in all caps. It's a little hard. It's hard for me to remember because I'm so used to writing the smaller ones. I have to think, okay. Cutting board. Cutting board. Good? Pan. What kind of pan?
For eggs.
Yes, for eggs. Frying.
Fries.
Frying pan. Frying. Good. Okay. There's different words for this. I'll accept, there's a variety. I go like this, then I would say pancake turner. Pancake turner. If I use it like this, then it's a spatula. Have you heard of that word? Some of you, spatula? Spatula. So if I'm scraping or going like this, spatula. But if I'm turning, whoop, that's pancake turner. I'll write down spatula because that's a strange word. Spatula. Can you say spatula?
Spatula.
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 I'm a little worried that our thing can't see. Okay, how about these?
Measuring spoon.
Nice. Measuring spoon. And I'm gonna just put this because it's also a spoon. Wood spoon. Okay. Okay, we've got a spoon. Over here, measuring. Measuring. Okay. How about this? Making the cake. She's used it. Mixing. What is this called? Starts with a W. Whisk. 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 Write it down. Trying to write in all capitals. Whisk. Okay. Does anybody use one of these?
Opener.
Can opener. Can opener. Can open. I'm never sure if there's two N's or not here. Opener. Doesn't look right. Let's try two N's. Sorry. I usually can spell English. Opener. Yeah, I think that's better. It's kind of bad either way. Okay, and my last one is this. Yes, yeah. What would you use on here? Cheese? Cheese, lemon? Anybody? Lemon? Carrot? Carrot? Yes, I use this for carrots. Carrot. So this is a grater.
Grater.
Grate. Ouch. Grater. 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 Okay, so why don't I try and make some sentences and you repeat, okay? I use the whisk. I use the whisk to make a cake.
To make a cake.
Okay. I use the grater. I
I
use the
the
grater
grater
to get cheese shreds.
to get cheese shreds.
Good. I use the cutting board.
I use the cutting board
with my knife.
with my knife.
Okay. I can chop. Chopping. And then cutting.
Cutting.
It's stronger. Cut. Okay. I can stir. I can stir in the bowl.
in the
In the
bowl.
bowl. Good. My frying pan is hot.
My frying pan is hot.
I make eggs.
I make eggs
For my son.
for my son.
Do you fry eggs?
Yeah.
Yes. In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would only make eggs in the morning or before lunchtime at least. Okay. My son hates the can opener. My son hates the can opener. He can barely do it. Do you have an electric can opener? No? Everybody has the turn? Oh, really? Okay. My mother had an electric one. So hard. What food, what food do you buy in a can? What food do you buy that comes in a can? Corn. Corn?
Yeah.
Okay. Marwa buys corn. Let's say that. Marwa buys corn. Do you?
I bought a bean.
Beans. Okay. Akiko buys beans. Akiko buys beans. Do you ladies buy? Tuna. Oh, okay. Chinatsu buys tuna. Chinatsu buys
Tuna.
Do you ever? Broccoli. Oh, broccoli slices. I don't. I've never done it. Okay. Yoko buys broccoli slices. I buy water chestnuts. Wow, water chestnuts. I don't know how to tell you that. Tomato paste. Yes. Tomato paste. I also buy. We buy tomato paste. We buy tomato paste. Anybody else? Coconut milk. Coconut milk. I have bought. What? Orange. Oh yeah, mandarin orange. Yes. Little oranges. Small oranges. Yes. Okay, good. Well, we are coming to the end of our time. Why don't you try and tell me what you had for breakfast? If you had any. Not everybody eats breakfast. But if you had something for breakfast before you came here, can you try and make a sentence? What do you think? Is it too hard? You start with yourself. I ate. I ate bread. I ate bread. I ate hopes. Hopes. Tak. How do you say I ate? Akul. Anna akul hopes. I ate bread. Can you say I ate bread in Japanese? Pan. Tabata.
私はパンを食べ
Tabata pan. Right? Okay. Okay. How about somebody else? Yes.
オムライス
Rice.
オムライスライスあライス
エ
Omelet.
Omelette.
Omelet. I get it.
rice and rice
Rice in the omelet?
rice
Oh. Oh, that sounds good. Sometimes I have extra rice and I save it and then I look for ways to use it. Okay. So she ate a rice omelet. She ate a rice omelet. Nice, great. Anybody else? Anything interesting? Any fish this morning? Nobody ate any fish? No? How about seaweed? Anybody eat any seaweed this morning? No? No. Okay. It's just for lunch. How about supper tonight? Has anybody thought about what they might make for supper? What will you have for supper? Supper. Do you understand supper? At about 6 o'clock, we eat dinner, supper. Same thing. I will eat pizza. I want us to get a pizza tonight. I want us to get a pizza tonight.
My children
Yes.
eat cereal.
Oh, this morning
No.
for supper?
Yeah.
My children will eat cereal for supper. This was very special. My mother did not let me have cereal for supper very often, mostly at breakfast. But cereal for supper is big fun. Okay. I think we're about done with our time. So let's say goodbye. How about Noriko? Why don't you say goodbye to her?
See you next week.
See you next week. How about see ya?
See ya.
See you next week.
See you next week.
It sounds a little more friendly, more relaxed. See ya. See you next week. Drive carefully. Drive carefully. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Right? Okay.
For class.
Thanks for class. That's nice. You're welcome. You're welcome. Can you say that? You're welcome. It should be you are welcome.
You are welcome.
But we squish it together. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. I'll stop.
強制服で選べなかった色。
白でしょ、白かとか金具が透明か、
本当なんかすっごい緑とか出してきて、なんか違うのかな。グリーンがなんか好きな色いいの。
私もちょっと期待してたんですよ。こっちはなんかカラフルな
青とかさ、逆に目立つじゃんと思ったんだけど、結局普通のシルバー。
シルバーか、なんかちょっと不安定して、透明なやつがいいか、どっちがいいか。
シンガポール。
だったらまだこんな今の
これなくなっちゃってさ。
この辺にあったら後半がそれが本当に
びっくりしちゃった。
Can't hear? Zero?
Come on, Mom. Does it hurt? No, babe. Okay, well, good. I'm good with that. Aku falta maybe he has a job during the day. Job, he has to work. Så har Hello. Thank you, teacher. Are you able to send that to me?
Yeah.